say low market because there's really no such thing. I mean, I think it just goes to.
It's relative for sure.
Yeah, not in LA.
But Sean, you're part of Brokers and Trust.
Yeah, it's an all broker network basically.
Okay.
And I made the switch a couple of years ago, and it's just a different way of looking at things. It's I personally cater to customer service. Most of my business is repeat business, referral business from my sphere of people who've known me for many years, and that's how I look at it. Is I have a huge customer service sign over my head, and I help people make these decisions, give them the other avenues that they need. If they need people to help them get the house ready for sale, if they need me to help them explain why they should buy a house, this house, that house versus another, it's a process. It's almost like a therapist. It's just a lot of talking and explaining and guiding.
A lot of hand-holding type of thing?
A lot.
You go through the same thing, Seth?
Yeah, but we really have focused on this entry-level market with, as I said, people that want to buy but don't think they can because they don't have a down payment.
Okay. You're a very knowledgeable guy. You used to be with Remax on the Boulevard, so you're not new to the market at all. I have to say one thing. I'm going to take a stab at it again. We own a house in the West Hills area, but we want to move more into the Central Plains now. So I'm going to be talking to one of you guys here because it's time for us to get going. We'll be back in a second, and then we'll continue with this lovely chat here.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's to see the memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. See the art of the masters, an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, fairy lights from cathedral ceilings, and our ancestors smiling down at you from the family love altar. The romance of Romeo and Juliet, and find the mystical Room of the Moon. And don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, make our own sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. From pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, just $18.95, and Angelo's and Vinci's has been named 2 years in a row Best Italian Restaurant in Orange County. Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurant, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022.
Amid all the fire devastation hitting Northern California, some might be searching for ways to help. While the scope of the destruction will become clear in the coming days and weeks, there are already needs in those communities. Here are some options for those who want to lend a helping hand. Visit redcross.org/donate/donation or call 800-RED-CROSS or text Red Cross to 90999. That's 90999 to make a $10 donation. Thank you very much.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You know, they say in life we should savor and slow down and enjoy things. That's what our hosts Steve Andrews and Sally James do on Slow Living Radio. They do everything slowly, and they do it for you Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m., Tuesdays at 11 p.m., and Monday nights at 7 p.m. It's Slow Living Radio, the best in food, the best in entertainment, the best in drinks, including great wine. All with Sally James and Steve Andrews. Slow Living Radio on CRN.
Well, we are back with these fine gentlemen who are going to be giving us a little bit more detail of what is required today in order to at least start the search. And basically what I would like for you guys is to bring a little bit of reality into today's market. I'm Joe Blow. I'm looking for a house. I approach Seth.
Well, that's utilizing these different products that are out there right now, down payment assistance programs and the grants and so forth. Really, as long as you're in the conforming maximum purchase price, which now in Los Angeles is $660,000, which, I mean, it's just all relative because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that's basically just a low entry point basically into the LA market. But as long as you're within that and you've got a job that earns enough to justify that loan payment, we can actually get you into that property with as little as total cash into the deal, $5,000 or even less than that. So the down payment isn't necessarily going to prevent you from being able to purchase right now.
Now, are these government programs or are they banking programs?
There's both. There's both government and private program money is available and assistance programs available now. But we primarily work with the government ones. They're a little less restrictive. They will work with a lower FICO score than the private lender programs, other than hard money, of course. So that we're doing mostly government programs right now.
Because when you talk about government programs, one of the things that is going to come to mind to a lot of people is that the government is the one that kind of screwed it up before, by not regulating or whatever. So, did you ever get that type of a?
Well, I disagree with that statement. The government never offered zero down.
Okay.
That was all the private money that was out there that was betting on that one, and they were driving the market with that product. So it was working, but it had to fizzle out at some point. But the government programs still require a modest down payment, and then there's some assistant programs that just cover that amount.
Okay. Sean, the same question to you.
Well, as far as affordability, it's I agree. There are programs out there. I typically will have a quick conversation with my buyer about that, and then refer them to lenders who will qualify them and see what best works for them. And if it's an FHA with 3.5% down, or some of these grant programs that Seth was talking about, that you can get in with even less than that, and they work and they can get approved for the loan, then we're ready to go shopping. Okay.
All right. Right now in California, the job market seems to be very strong. There's a lot of stuff happening. And although you also get into the political issue that, a lot of people hate the government of California or whatever, I don't really get into any of that, because actually the fate of any market is with the brains of the consumer. I mean, do they go crazy and not think of their possibilities and limitations, or, they are real and that those are the ones that succeed?
Well, I'm going to give you an example. Every once in a while, the government does something really good. At the beginning of the year, the government passed a new legislation called ADU, which is accessory dwelling units. And effectively what it does, and this covers the whole state of California, is anybody that owns a single-family home now can add a second unit onto their property. That doesn't sound like that much, but what effectively they did was they changed the zoning for the entire state from R1, which allows one residence, to R2, which allows two. So they basically opened the door to create higher density throughout the state. But the advantages to a homeowner is if you're willing to give up a portion of your backyard to build a second unit, you can rent that out. And with the rental prices being what they are right now, that rent could cover your whole property possibly. So it's a tremendous opportunity for homeowners. And they invented this to help ease the housing shortage that we have in this state, and it's going to produce more housing. So I think it's a fantastic idea.
Now, the housing shortage, is it throughout the state that you know of, or is it only like in LA, which is very high density now?
It's in all the high-end markets, especially the Bay Area is even worse than here. Southern California, South Bay here. If you go out into the less populated areas, San Bernardino, et cetera, it's a little bit better, but prices are high everywhere.
Yeah, because I remember that if you could not make it in LA, the next step was Palmdale. And if Palmdale was not to your taste, then it went up, further up, Bakersfield or whatever. But now, the other day I was talking to a friend of mine who moved into Palmdale. And his son got married and he wanted to move over there. And he goes, Joey cannot afford a house. I said, in Palmdale? Yeah. Everything has gone up tremendously to the point where...
It has. It's gone up the whole state.
There's, this kind of the migration patterns of people for many years. They were driven out to the suburbs for better affordability, Palmdale being an ultimate suburb of Los Angeles. But now the trend is actually, and this is kind of on a national basis too, is they're redoing cores of cities, of downtowns, and a lot of that migration of population now is going inside to the city. And the downtown Los Angeles has exploded in growth. I live downtown myself now, and it's exciting. We actually have a downtown now in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the loft market has
Is
gone
on
to the
fire.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the loft market started in Burbank a while back. It's always been all over, but I remember when the big thing was to buy in Burbank.
It's a great area.
community.
I came here in 1958, where downtown LA was like it. So I'm glad that it's coming back. Well, heck, man, we'll be back in a little bit, huh?
From traditional Hawaiian weddings and vow renewals to your own unique ceremony, find out why Ka'anapali Weddings is the perfect place to say, I do. Create the memory that will last a lifetime at the place you and your family know and love, Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. Imagine yourself and your loved one just steps away from world-famous Ka'anapali Beach in one of many wedding venues to choose from, including oceanside lawns, tropical gardens, or indoor banquet rooms. With your choice of catering, bar, floral, and musical options, you can make your special day customized just for you. Their wedding specialist will help you plan your dream wedding today. For more information, visit ka'anapaliweddings.com or call 661-0011. Ka'anapali Weddings, the perfect place to say, I do.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
All right, we are back, and I am very, very, very proud to open this segment with a young lady here to my right, my daughter Erica, and she is going to be a bi-monthly feature with her own little segment called The Stitch. Explain The Stitch, please.
The stitch is like a new word that the younger crowd are using these days. It's basically, what's hip, what's in, what's the now. And basically what I'm going to be talking about is I will give you the stitch on what's up and coming in travel, adventure, fashion, and beyond.
Oh, okay. So we're heading into modern times here.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and today's topic is haunts because it's Halloween time.
What are your favorite times?
Oh, my God. I love Halloween. It's one of my absolute favorite times since I was a little kid. You remember when I used to decorate the house and everything.
I have to say that I've never seen anyone that gets so high on the decorating of the house for holidays, because Christmas, Halloween, whatever. It's Erica. So give us the poop. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so I went to a couple haunts this following month, and I'm still going to go to some more. But I went to two main ones. One was one of the big granddaddies, which is Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, which is so awesome. One of my favorites. However, this year was not as par as other years. So obviously they have like their themes. This year's theme was Titans of Terror, which is Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Leatherface.
And it goes out the entire month? So it's still going on right now?
Oh, yeah, it's still going on. It goes on all the way until the first weekend of November.
Okay.
Because it's so massive that, and let me tell you something, guys. If you're going to invest in something, invest in this haunt. It's actually pretty cool, and I would invest in front of the line. It's a little bit expensive. However, if you don't, you're going to be waiting up to 3 hours on certain days. It's that crazy.
Whoa. I don't know. I, with my patience, I don't know that a 3 hour wait is in my future, but shoot.
Oh, no. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, this year's thing, one of this year's mazes that I want to talk about, because it's actually one of my favorite mazes, was The Shining. And one of the reasons why, The Shining is one of my favorite all time. Stanley Kubrick, The Shining, the book is just one of my favorite horror movies. The detail in this maze was amazing, from the carpeting to the little kid riding the bike scene, everything. The only thing I had to say was a little disappointing was the waterfall of blood from the elevator scene. If you guys remember, if you guys remember that movie, I mean, that part I was like, oh, they could have done a little bit better. But all in all, it was actually pretty good. I mean, you have the Blumhouse, which is Sinister, the movie Sinister, The Purge, and this year's Happy Death Day that came out on Friday the 13th, October 13th. That one was pretty cool. My other favorite maze was Titans of Terror, which had all the three granddaddies. It was really cool. So
you have been through several of these haunts. I mean, whatever happened to people just decorating their house? I mean,
it goes way beyond that, which goes on to my second one that I want to talk about, which is called which we like to call it ROT, which is Reign of Terror. It's in Thousand Oaks. It's actually one of the biggest indoor haunts. It's not a home haunt. There's a difference. There's obviously the ones that are the theme parks, like Knott's Scary Farm, Six Flags Fright Fest, Queen Mary's Harbor, and then there's Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights.
No, it used to be that people used to decorate their homes and do like a haunted house and meander through the house, and they did a great job, especially for people who worked in the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
Has that changed a lot, or is everything need to be a paid? Because now it looks like it's like a business.
Well, I mean, for some it is a business. I mean, you have your paid haunts, you have your your big ones, and then you have this one, which is Reign of Terror, and then you also have the smaller ones, which are affectionately called home haunts or DIY haunts.
Okay.
And those are practically free. So if you're budget conscious, which a lot of us these days are, especially the younger crowds, I mean, I would honestly check out Southern California Haunt List. That actually has a wide range of haunts. Some are free, some are paid, some are not just haunts, they're haunt shows, such as the House on Haunted Hill, which is in Woodland Hills. Okay. And that one uses the same like animatronics and effects as Haunted Mansion in Disneyland.
Okay.
Which is it's a fabulous show. I would recommend it. It's for all ages. One year they actually had Neil Patrick Harris narrate it. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was awesome. So yeah, I would honestly check them out. One of my favorites also is in Burbank. There's two in Burbank that are happening this year: the Backwoods Maze and Rotten Apple 907. And these are free haunts. They just ask for some donations. Sometimes, some of them represent, a fundraiser, like, animal in need or, something like that. And you bring in like a little bag of dog food and you go into the haunt.
Okay. All right. So it's more of a communal type of a thing.
Yes, it's a lot.
That's pretty cool.
A lot of the community does this.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? This is the time of the year. And then after that, you're going to swing into what? Thanksgiving mode?
Thanksgiving mode and then Christmas, yeah.
What happened to this year?
It just flew by right quick.
It's amazing because I remember just celebrating New Year's like if it was yesterday, and now here we are. Boy,
two more months. No, actually 3 more months, and then it's 2018. Yeah. It's going by really, really quick.
And then a lot more haunted houses.
And a lot more haunted houses, which is going to be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, we have the conventions coming up next year.
Sounds good to me.
So, yeah.
Well, that was fun. Our girl
Glad
on
you
the
guys
street.
Enjoyed.
Our girl on the street took over.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a couple of seconds.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Seekers of luscious and appetizing gustatorial pursuits, indulge your fancies with steaks so absolutely yum-yum, vegetarians have forsaken kale and Pilates and never look back. Fish specialties so fresh and delicious and chosen by King Neptune himself, and relish Columbo's Italian family specialties so delectable you'll be yelling out, bravo, bravo! And let's not forget Columbo's world-famous meatballs, and you've got to try their breakfast pizza. Oh, and jazz every night. Service that's friendly, not phoning, and at a price that'll keep you coming back. That's Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, Manja.
It has been said that everyone has a book in them. But do you have the time or the ability to write your book? Maybe you picked up some skills or had a life experience that you want to pass on in the form of a book to help others. Maybe you want to leave an autobiography for your family. Or maybe you've built a successful business and you want to share your story. At Dorrance Publishing Company, we have professional writers who can help turn your book idea into a finished manuscript quickly and affordably. A Dorrance ghostwriter can provide as much or as little help as you need to complete your book. You'll work directly with your ghostwriter to finish your book faster than you ever could on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-8803. 800-485-8803. 800-485-8803. Call right now. That's 800-485-8803.
All right, we are back, and I'd like to remind everybody that October at Lifestyle Buzz today is the day to be aware of cancer. Cancer Awareness Month. We need to beat this dreaded disease. Donate, donate, donate. Get involved, get involved, get involved. Our contact information is lifestylebuzztoday@gmail.com. lifestylebuzztoday@gmail.com. And if you need travel information, is silverfoxexpeditions@gmail.com. silverfoxexpeditions@gmail.com. So now we're going to go right down the line here. Parting thoughts. Seth?
Well, really appreciate you having me on the show. Really enjoyed it. I recommend people right now that are sitting on the fence, this is a good time to get into the market. And remember, don't worry about the market going down. The market will go down and it'll go back up. If you look at it over time, the trend in Los Angeles and really the entire country has been, it's a very safe investment on the long term. And there's just some really excellent programs to get people in. And renting right now is just continuing to go up. And, you're paying their mortgage and you're paying their retirement when you should be paying your own mortgage and your own retirement fund. So I recommend it. And you can reach me at sp3realty.com. Take a look at the site. Lots of great information. Thanks.
Sean?
Well, yeah, very much echoing what Seth said. It's if you can afford to buy, you should buy. If it's going to be for 1 or 2 years, no, don't do that. But long term, it's going to make a lot of sense for most people. Feel free to contact me for a private little chat. We could do that. Sean at soldbysean.com, and be very happy to help you.
Cool. For those of you who have, like these guys have said, are sitting on the fence, make a move. Having been a homeowner for a long, long time, I have to tell you, there is nothing more fulfilling than coming home to your own door instead of paying for somebody else's door. And home is what you make of it. A house is just a structure. But when you make it your own, it is fantastic. You will appreciate it. You will fulfill a dream. Your friends will love you for it because they'll have a place to hang around, especially if you have a big yard with a big barbecue pit. I mean, all in all, it's just the finest thing in the world is to call a little piece of dirt your own. I find it so fantastic. It's just...
Cheers to that, my friend.
That's true.
So these young men here to my right are the ones who you need to call. Don't call anybody else, okay? Because they'll send you to corner. Seth, Sean, thank you very much for being here. We need to do this again and again and again.
Sure.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. So anyway, for you guys, remember, once again, that this is Cancer Awareness Month. And I have to apologize because I actually was going to give you some information about the cruise that it's coming up with. I already have all the information. You guys are going to be totally thrilled about it. I'm just going to have to do it next week. And also a trip to Argentina that you guys are going to be totally crazy about. And that's it. We're going to go tango. So get your outfits ready, get your shoes ready. We're going to be dancing the night away. And what can I say? It's fun time. You work hard, you party hard. And that's the name of the game. So with that, I think the show has come to an end. Please remember that this has been brought to you by Lazy Dog Productions. God bless.
Enjoying all your favorite CRN programming is easier than ever. It's right on your TV, through your local cable provider, and on the web at crntalk.com. But when you're on the move, stuck in a plane, train, or in your car, catch up on all the shows you missed. Or listen live to your favorites. Download our CRN app from your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Just search for CRN Digital Talk Radio. Or search for your favorite CRN shows on apps like iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, AHA Radio, uTunes, and Nobex. Now you have access to all of our great shows anywhere in the world and the ability to be part of them by calling our toll-free studio line at 800-336-2225. For more information on where and how to listen, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Ron DeRockstra. People lost a lot more than just their homes in the fires of Northern California.
Piles of rubble and ash where entire subdivisions once stood in Santa Rosa, California.
That's heartbreaking, you know. It's everything I had. No, it's gone, you know.
We had our new sleep number bed 1 week. Poof. If you look around the whole neighborhood, everybody's house is gone.
The wildfires that roared through the city and other parts of Northern California killed 42 people, most of them in Sonoma County, burned 8,400 homes and businesses. At a cost, the state insurance commission